It's looking like Partey might actually be leaving the club. This is bad news for me personally because I like Partey very, very well. Even though his injury record for Arsenal has not been the best, his availability has not been top notch. But I would love to have kept Partey for the experience, especially when we are going to get rid of Xhaka. Now, getting rid of Xhaka and Partey in one window and replacing them with Declan Rice with another person. I hope it's not Lavia. I'm not saying you cannot bring in Lavia to be on the bench and play certain games. You're going to sell Partey and Xhaka. We need experience. I'm sorry, Lavia is a good player, but he's not experienced enough to take the mantle from Partey. He might be younger, more fitter, but the experience is you can't really get experience. I don't care. So if Arsenal are planning to get rid of both Partey and Xhaka, they better bring in the required quality and still bring in depth. We saw how depth cost us at the tail end of the campaign of the season. So we cannot afford to repeat those mistakes. Now, I can see the reason why Arteta and Edu want to actually sanction this deal, especially if there's money, decent money, £40 million and above on the table for Partey with 2 years left on this contract. A player whose availability is very questionable. I can see the risk. I can see the logic behind it. Even though I love to keep Partey for the experience, I love to see Partey in the Champions League representing Arsenal. But although his availability is not guaranteed, and if you look at what happened at Liverpool with Fabinho falling off the cliff physically, and we saw a hint of that last season when Partey in the last few games was not physically there. He couldn't even run, especially in the Man City game. He was a shadow of himself. So I can see why it will be proactive and sensible after thinking about it and mulling over it more constructively and taking away the emotionality and attachment. I can see why it will be the best time to sell him. But sporting wise, losing two of your experienced midfielders in one window and replacing them with people fresh is not the best, but with a good precision and blending, it's not actually the worst looking thing because if you decide to keep Partey and he fall off the cliff physically next season, a lot of the fans will jump on Edu's back and Arteta's back that we should have taken the money. I remember how a lot of people were criticizing Arteta and Edu for Metanals because we have sold him a few seasons ago to £20 million, but we rejected and kept him and we didn't use him and we loaned him out and he's going out on the free. So I understand the logic. So guys, let me know what do you think about the potential of Partey and Xhaka exiting the midfield in one window? I will have to bring in a brand new midfield to play with Odegaard. Let me know in the comment section. What do you think? That means our midfield will be looking brand new, especially next season with Odegaard, potentially Declan Rice, and another midfielder. Now, I'm not expecting Lavia to be a starter. Even though we might get Lavia, I don't expect him to be a starter because he's too young. Now, playing well for Southampton is different than playing well for Arsenal. I don't care how fantastic Lavia was at Southampton. For Arsenal, it's a different ball game. So we need experience and quality at starting berth, especially if you're getting rid of the experience of Partey and Xhaka in one window. So we have to be very sensible and very tactical about this thing. So let me know in the comment section. What do you think? Do you think this is naive from Arsenal? Do you think Arsenal should try and keep one of Partey or Xhaka at all costs, or getting rid of both and replacing them is a good piece of business? Let's not forget, in January, Partey representing Ghana at Nations Cup. So he'll be out for another 4 to 6 weeks. So I'm sure that's part of the Arteta and Edu's calculation that Partey, aside of his injury records that are very dodgy, he will be representing his national team, Ghana, in the African Nations Cup in January next year. So you can see why logically I'm looking at it that, okay, I understand why Arteta and Edu will want to make hay while the sun shine. Like I said, especially with £40 million up north for Partey with 2 years left on his contract, I would take it real quick. I'll take it because Partey's availability is not assured. His physicality in the last few games were very questionable, and we don't know the kind of Partey we'll get next season. So we know he says he's 30, but an African, I don't trust that age that much. So let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Don't forget to stick a like on the video, subscribe if you're not subscribed, and make sure the notification bells are turned on. And I'll see you guys on the next one.